Hello everybody, and welcome to another Core Set 2021 draft here on the channel. This is going to be some best of 3 actions, so you can get those tips and tricks for sideboarding and all that shenanigans. But before I dive in, I want to remind you that if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment with any questions or feedback, and I will talk to you. And if you want to catch me streaming live, you can catch me at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Okie doke, what have we here? Well, immediately the card that comes to my mind is Chrome Replicator. It's colorless, fits into any common color combination, and overall there are a lot of times where you can get some duplicates and really do some good work. In the commons, I think the best common is actually this Pride Malkin. Just does a lot of work, deceptively good in those green decks. What else is there? There's a Palladium Mirror for certain big mana decks. There's a Fungal Rebirth, but I don't think this card is very good. I always end up cutting it. And then 9 lives, this can be a fine sideboard card, and this is best of 3, so if this wheels, we might take that for a sideboard card. 20 seconds per turn. Oh, that'd be funny. Pride Malkin or Chrome Replicator? Chrome Replicator is fairly replaceable, but it just works so well in a lot of decks and can single-handedly like enable strategies or make your deck much better. And it'll fit into most decks that I end up playing. Okay, so following up the Chrome Replicator, there is a Hooded Blightfang, which is a very good card. Black can sometimes suffer from like not having a cohesive game plan, but you can oftentimes work around that, and Blightfang is fantastic. Tempered Veteran can go really nice into a lot of decks. If I'd started with Pride Malkin, I think this would be a pretty clear follow-up. Maybe it is still a clear pick here. Put that on my resume. Okay, what else is there? I think Blightfang's the best card in this pack. The Veteran and the Spellgorger Weird are also both pretty solid. Yeah, Veteran's pretty tempting because green-white is so fun to play and very strong. And I've definitely lost to this card just pumping out those counters, but I think Blightfang's really good. I really just want to take the Tempered Veteran, though. Hard to say which one's better here for me to take. I haven't played as much Tempered Veteran stuff, and I think a lot of the time Chrome Replicator works better in a white deck. Oh, the Max Punishment. Now we can either take another Replicator, we could take a Gourmand. We'll just take Gourmand. We will cut our losses on the black cards. There's also a Hunter's Edge in this pack, Deathbloom Thallid, Replicator, Inventory, and Opt. Gourmand has just been really good for me, though. We could also just take a second Replicator. Black is looking open, though, and I feel like we've passed a lot of good black cards already. Yeah, having a second Replicator does make all the duplicates really good. Maybe we just take another Replicator. Replicator decks are really fun. And now a Gagglemaster. We are passing up on Whale if we take Gagglemaster. There's also a Drowsing Tyrannodon, which is a really good card, especially in a white-green counters deck. Is Gagglemaster better is the question. Sanctuary can go pretty well with some of these cards. I feel like Chrome Replicator wants to be in a beatdown deck that just has as many copies of a certain cheap drop as it can. I once saw a Gagglemaster get owned by a 1-mana Run-a-Foul. I think I've seen that before. I wonder where. There's also a Citizen Training that could wheel to put on the Tyrannodon. I've been pretty unimpressed with Sanctuary in my own decks. I think it's pretty good in white-red, but a lot of my decks just don't have the density of stuff. I think Gagglemaster keeps me in just green. I'm just white, but this dips me to green for a pretty good card. I think I'm just going to take the Tyrannodon. I think Waker of Waves and Gagglemaster are both great. I like getting a great 2-drop here. And now Pride Malkin. If the one from our first pack wheels, that could be a good sign. There's also a Dreadmaw, there's a Garruk's Uprising, but we're not really a Garruk's Uprising deck. I think we'll just take this Pride Malkin. Wow, late green cards. Green is looking like it's flowing. I think green-black is probably the most open color combination. We haven't seen a ton of reasons to be in white. But a late Thrashing Brontodon, some good green, some good red cards. Citizen Training's pretty solid, but yeah, Brontodon by a mile. There is a Gale Sweeper here. I also like Titanic Growth a decent amount, but I think Gale Sweeper's better. Oh, the double draw, so good. I also like getting creatures because if I can get like multiples of them, Chrome Replicator gets better. So it's better to get multiples of the same creature than multiples of the same combat trick. So I like this pick. There's a Truffle Snout for those counter synergies. Definitely better than a Dilophosaur and a Secure the Scene. Turret Ogre can be okay, but I think Truffle Snout's pretty good and worth running. Works with the Tempered Veteran pretty well. Pride Malkin. I guess not. Yeah, it has Trample because of Pride Malkin. Let's see if the Pride Malkin wield. It did not. Not really a shock there. We're just going to take Cetizen Training. Works well with Tyrannodon. Valorous Steed is okay, but not a huge priority. And now I think we'll take the land. I do like getting this land. Titanic Growth would be good. We have a decent amount of Trample. Pride Malkin, Citizen Training, both give Trample. But I like getting the land because it'll just make my mana a lot better, especially with the double green card. Sometimes you can even shave lands if you have enough good mana. Now we'll take a Pegasus. That was a late turn to Slag, though. We'll just take a Dilophosaur. Maybe we'll need that, but I doubt it. Let's see who else is in our pod. Ooh, Mauler. Nice. It's another cat. I think I saw that Semulin was in our pod. Haha, we're passing to Semulin. Semulin's another streamer. Sabertooth Mauler, those counter synergies. Ooh, another Citizen Training. Citizen Training is a fine card. It also works with the Chrome Replicator if we have two things with training on them. Oh my gosh, why me? Why do I open these great cards? Brash Taunter is such a beating. This card feels unbeatable a lot of the time. We're just going to take the Visionary, though. We only have 3 white cards, and red was decently open. We'll just switch to red. But we do know we're playing green. What reason do we have to be white? Gale Super, Pegasus. Yeah, we don't really have a good reason to be white. And red did seem pretty open in pack 1. Like, there was some late turn to Slags and stuff. And Brash Taunter's just a house, so I'm gonna take that. Rewarded! Rewarded! This card's pretty good in red-green. That was a terrible note, though. I'm ashamed of going super high. War. There we go. That was a good note. I like that note. We hit a good note there. Hey, okay. There's a Scorching Dragonfire, which is going to hover over. Let's see. We have 1 cat, 2 cats. I like getting a Scorching. I also like Pride Malkin. Wildwood Scourge wouldn't be the worst here, but I think we're just going to take Scorching for some removal. What? Okay, Pitchburn Devil is not the best. Fungal Rebirth can be okay. I generally don't end up running it, though. I think Snare Spinner is a fine sideboard card, but we're hoping for better stuff. I think we'll take the Fungal Rebirth because it's the highest upside. I think Pitchburn is pretty mediocre. We already have 3 5-drops, so I don't need more 5-drops. I'll only take the premium ones. Another Sabertooth Mauler could work with Replicator, but it should wheel. This is an okay 2-drop. I don't really like it. I think I'd rather just have a Sure Strike. Burlfist Oak can be okay in certain spots. I wouldn't mind a Short Sword to go with the Tyrannodon and some of my just creatures. Battle Rattle? Ooh, never mind. Heartfire Immolator. It looks like red is very open this draft pod. And this is a great one. Wouldn't mind a Battle Rattle. Obviously, you know me. I love my Battle Rattle. 3 mana 4/2. 3 mana 3/2 that gives everything trample. Titanic Growth. It's okay. I think we're just going to take the Pride Malkin for the Chrome Replicator shenanigans. And now a turn to Slag over a Short Sword. I think we can get... We definitely want to have 1 copy of this at least. And we get the second one immediately. Not ideal. Fierce Empath can be okay in these decks. I don't think we want 2 turn to Slags. We have a couple of removal spells, and I think Fierce Empath could be good, especially if we get some Dread Maws. Cur can be okay. We don't really need to prioritize it, but I think we can take it over the first Short Sword. Hoping not to play it in an ideal world, but it can work out. I don't love Bolt Hound. I think I'd rather just have the Arsonist. And now Pitchburn. Wow, this switch into red really paid off. Ooh, another Igneous Cur. Getting a second one makes me more likely to want it because of the replicators that we have. Battle Rattle came back. Oh, yes. Red is so open. Battle Rattle. Battle Rattle. Battle Rattle. Oh, yes. So rewarded. Look how many red cards we have. We didn't get like a single green card that pack. Okay. Well, there's a Spore Web Weaver, which I do like. Spore Web is pretty sweet. There's also Scorching Dragonfire. I think we'll just take Spore Web. This card just shuts down aggro so hard, and our deck can definitely grind in the late game with our Salvo and our other stuff. And now Llanowar Visionary. I love it. Are we going to wheel Dragonfire? Probably not, but it could happen. This is like the easiest Visionary ever. And now another Visionary. Warden of the Woods is good, but getting duplicates is really good with our replicators, and ramping up to our stuff is also great. Pack Leader, third pick, is kind of a indication that maybe white was also going to be open, but I like getting another Visionary. Furious Rise. How many 4-powered creatures do we have? This can give something. This is like a 4-powered creature. We do not have a lot of 4-powered creatures, but I think we still take this over like a random Arsonist. Now we take a Short Sword. There is a Return to Nature as a sideboard card. Skyway Sniper is a sideboard card. Ranger's Guile can be a fine sideboard card. Let's just take the sword. I don't know if we'll really want it, but I think it's going to be fine. Truffle Snout, or another Igneous Cur. I really don't love Igneous Cur. Thank you so much, anonymous user, for giving a sub to Brian. That's really nice of you. I think I'm going to take the Igneous Cur just to have more duplicates for the Replicator. Replicator, and now another Cetizen Training. Ooh. Or Quirion Dryad. We have a lot of green cards. Quirion Dryad's not very good here. And Cetizen Training also works with the Replicator. Cetizen Training number 4. Another sideboard card. We aren't going to be playing our Fierce Empath, I'll tell you that much. Onake Ogre. Ooh, a nice sideboard card. You were drafting against a fake NicolaiBolas? That's insane. This deck is very solid, I think. I don't think we need the Sabertooth Mauler. Ooh, a second Furious Rise. I think with 4 Cetizen Trainings, we're going to actually have a 4-powered creature and play a decent amount of the time. If we had gotten a white card worth splashing, we could have played it. We could probably just play the Short Sword. Gonna cut the Mauler. Yeah, the quad trainings make Replicator very good as well. I'm glad we didn't play a black deck. I think our deck is better than our black version of the deck would have been. I don't think we need Short Sword with 4 Cetizen Trainings and 2 Pride Malkins. I don't think we need the Truffle Snout in the main deck. We can side it in. But it's not a duplicate card. We don't need Fungal Rebirth, that's for sure. I don't think we need Sure Strike as much. It's probably still fine. We can cut a land, I think. Because we do have 2 visionaries, 4 trainings to help us filter our draws. And maybe we do cut Battle Rattle. I could see cutting Battle Rattle. I don't want to cut the Ogre because it's just a cheap card to turn on my Fury's Rise, but I guess Battle Rattle is as well. And I do have a lot of 3-drops. Yeah, this seems pretty solid to me. I'm pretty excited to try it out, and I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, especially those who support me at the credits level. I really appreciate the support, and thank you so much for helping me continue to produce high quality content on a consistent basis. It really does help me out a ton, and if you'd like more information about what it means to become a patron and the cool rewards you get as my way of saying thank you, you can find that information at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Without further ado though, let's get to the matches. Welcome to round 1. Heck yes. Oh my gosh, this hand is amazing. Tyrannodon into Citizen Training. I dreamed a dream. Da, da, da. Land. Yes. This is how I drew it up. If I attack for 4, they attack me back for 1. I think I just don't want to stall. Because I have so many powerful cards in my hand. Namely these ones, and these guys are kind of relegated to the side. Not gonna lie, this is not how I pictured this going in my head. We are so dead, it is so true. Completely, utterly so screwed. Missing a land drop is so bad. I think we are a bit late by a tad. We're just going to concede and go to game 2. They're an aggressive white-green deck. This Pitchburn Devils could be just a really good way to just double crush them. Arsonist could be good against Siege Striker. And I think I'm just going to cut the Igneous Curse for those ones, because I'm adding another duplicate. And a Pitchburn Devils. Maybe that's good enough. Pitchburn Devils never works out for me. I'm just going to add Snare Spinner instead. Because they do have the Pegasus and I'm a little bit weak to flyers. I kind of look for any excuse to take out Igneous Cur. It's fine in the mid game, but my deck thrives in the mid game. I thrive on pressure. I thrive on the pressure. Oh, yes. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? This hand is indeed quite nice. Opponent mulliganed. Oh, there we go. That's game. This card is a house. White-green doesn't really have good tools for it, I don't think. Just gonna kill that so I don't fall anywhere behind. Cetizen training on Brash Taunter also means it can actually pick off relevant things, which is nice. I think we got this game. Yeah, but nobody plays Secure the Scene because it's not very good. Woo! Llanowar Visionary got buffed. Let's go. Haha! Yes! Victory! So sweet. Okay. Well. That was a good game. We're on the defense, so we don't want to bring back Incur. Truffle Snap could be fine to bring in. What would we cut, though? Like a Furious Rise or something? I think I'll bring one of these in for a Goblin Arsonist. Because I think the 4 life could be quite nice. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Okay, we've got a keeper. We have got a keeper. No, the Chorister. The Chorister. 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 We're gonna just zap the Pegasus. Okay, now next we can go Brontodon into training on it. 2 Furious Rises will also trigger my Chrome Replicator. Nice. Enchantment Tribal! Enchantments and artifacts! I will take 1. I am fine if that's how they spend their turn. Okay. Yep. I was just considering holding back the Visionary, so I'm not even like disappointed that they had that little pump spell, because I wouldn't have been able to block anyway. Have to do this pre-combat in case they want to trade or something. Let's just hold back our 3-2. We can nice hit in for 4 here. And we're drawing a bonus card every turn. Hey, Arsonist! Wrecks the chorister! Boom! Ah, let's go. Oh, yes. I knew it would work out flawlessly. This flawless American accent. I would like to buy a hamburger. I would like to buy the hamburger. Yep. Excellent observation, Dragon Whelp. That was 10 points for Gryffindor right there. Ooh, please kill my Furious Rise. I have a backup. Do I lose my Goblin Arsonist? Nope, I do not. Oh yes, Isda. I love it when the chat gets the Pink Panther reference. You gotta go for it. See what we draw. That is totally okay with me. This Furious Rise is doing great work. Chrome Replicator is such a house. That card is underrated, I think. Oh no. Well, I can see why they wanted to get rid of the Brontodon now. Yikes. They got 3 creatures back. They can kill my Furious Rise. No! They can kill this thing, or they can kill my Furious Rise. Okay, perfect. Really? Killing Brontodon, obviously. What the heck? Wow! My Furious Rise lives to tell another tale! Wow, we've drawn a lot of lands in a row. Just gonna say, that is a couple more lands than I'd like. 2, 3, 4. We have 5 here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We only have 4 lands left. Oh no, Pride Malkin. You know what would be such a good draw is Volcanic Salvo! Or Brash Taunter, either one. Hey! Welcome, buddy. So I can buff up this thing. Trample over for a little. Let's just buff up the Arsonist. Okay. We have our classic Brash Taunter plus Battle Rattle combo. Hey, Mr. Sporeweb! It's nice to see you! And now they don't have trample on their big creature, so we can just chump it infinitely. Ah yes, Brash Taunter. The brashest of taunters. I love this combo. If only that conspicuous Snoop had wheeled in pack 2. Maybe it did and I didn't take it. Because I could have cast a couple goblins off the top. Because I have 4 goblins. Oh, this is the conspicuous Snoop Dream deck. Opponent is trying to just decide whether or not they should concede now or concede later. It'd be like heaven to touch. If they go for a pump on Chorister, I can fight in response. True, it does kind of suck. I don't want to lose my Visionary. Bummer. Huh. Well, not the best, but not the worst. Worst case scenario wasn't that bad. So they can pump their guy, then I'll just kill him next turn. No, I can't. Yeah, I can kill him with this thing plus the Brash Taunter fight. $11. I'll be able to win before that. Unless their last card is exactly Ranger's Guile, we have this one. Oh, what a draw! This Brash Taunter came to partay! We're playing around their last card being exactly Ranger's Guile. Yeah, I wanted to force the pump so that we can kill it now. With no trouble, you will go far. So this can become a 5-5. This combo is so good. Well, that's a bummer. Could I have drawn like my spells at some point here? I do have spells. I have 1 land left in my deck. I could lose this game. Actually, yeah, I could lose. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 1 land left. But this could deck me if I'm not careful. They have gained a lot of life. That Angelic Ascension was like the only out, I'm sure, that they had to my Rash Taunter. Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise. So this can be a 5 toughness. Give me Volcanic Salvo. Are you kidding me? No! Where is my spells? Actually, I know where my spells are. They're all at the bottom. These are all spells. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna lose this game because every single card on the bottom of my deck is a spell. Oh my gosh. I lose the game unless my next draw is Volcanic Salvo. I guess I have 1 in 3 odds. What's it like, opponent, to draw 7 lands and then never draw another one? Okay, there you go. There's your 8th land. Oh my gosh. I have to kill that. I have to kill the life linker. So let's buff up this guy. If they block here, I get to make a 1/1 anyway. Oh my gosh, it's my literal bottom card. Oh my gosh. Do I actually have them dead on board? I didn't even need it. I barely got there. I barely crossed the finish line. Oh my gosh, because they block 4. No, I can hit them for 6. They block 4 and they just take lethal. Oh my gosh, we barely got there. Our last card with our volcanic salvo. Oh my goodness. What a absurd game. Ugh. We barely got there. That was so weird. They top decked their Angelic Ascension the one turn before I was going to kill their stupid chorister. Oh my gosh. Well, got the win. I'll see you in the next round. Round 2. Igneous Cure would have been like a 14-12, 14-2, yeah. But yeah. Ooh, Silent Dart. I recognize it. I see it. Oh, nice. Tyrannodon into Pride Malkin, the classic. Forever and ever, amen. Are we gonna draw a land? That's the big question. Keep a 2-lander on the draw, get it rewarded. Let's go! The Silent Dart will be too slow for you, opponent! Too slow. Grasp of Darkness? Yep, okay. Well, almost got him. It's an okay card. You can play it. It won't be embarrassing. Playing these lands is like playing snow lands in Modern. Except now that Arkham's Astrolabe is banned, you don't have to do that. We're just gonna play Visionary. I don't think it's an F either. I've played it many times. It's just like a D. You sometimes need removal, and you can play it. You're just too good to be true. Okay, Uprising. We're gonna Citizen Training our Pride Malkin, because we want to incentivize them to Silent Dart that one. Charge! They can block sack, but we still do the damage. Because that is how trample works, my good apprentice. My young apprentice. Oh yeah, the replicator is amazing. Pretty sweet. You're like heaven to touch. This uprising's looking quite poor. Just gonna exile that one. You're so dead, it is true. Sure. Well, that was an insane draw. Wow, that was devastating. The devastation. This card does not look good in their deck. Just gonna throw that out there. Go out on a limb. Boom. Got the win. Well, they had a decent amount of artifacts and enchantments, but I did not pick up a Return to Nature. I would have sided it in. Seems like a fine spot. I'm not gonna need to make my deck ridiculously aggro, and I didn't see any flyers, so running it back. We know they have a Grasp of Darkness. That's like the most relevant information we got from game 1. Always important to know if they have like removal spells. Like if you don't see a Grasp of Darkness, especially if the game goes long, you can play around it a little bit less in games 2 and 3. But we know they have one. Ugh. But yeah. Whew. This is a sweet deck we have here. I feel like this format has a lot of ridiculous bombs. Like, not even that they're necessarily rares, but like there are cards that are just like unbeatable for certain decks. Like Seasoned Hallowblade single-handedly has beaten me like 10 times or more because it's just like such a dumb card. Tutelage, same thing. Brash Taunter, same thing. Sublime Epiphany, same thing. And these cards aren't even mythics. There's just a lot of like bombs that are just like so hard to beat, it feels like. Okay, the Kraken at 6 CMC is not as good as Hallowblade. Like, those don't deserve to be in the same sentence. The Kraken is okay. It costs 6 mana. The effect Hallowblade has on the game for only 2 mana is absurd. Like, by the time you get to 6 mana, you can have stuff that can combat a 4/6 that does some, like, irritating things. But, like, on turn 2, like, how do you deal with a 3/1 that gets a counter on it and never dies? Pursued Whale is pretty righteous, too. That one's 7 mana as well. Like, having a 7 mana win the game bomb is not, like, the same as some of those other ones I mentioned. Like, that card is great, though, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's, like, egregiously overpowered. Alright, I don't have to record again because it's a best of 3 game. Speaking of Brash Taunter, we're gonna keep this hand. We don't have any early plays, but we will be fine, hopefully. Everything is gonna be alright. We're gonna put a counter on our little Pride Malkin that could. How did you stifle the Chorister trigger and counter a combat trick at the same time? They went for the combat trick in response to the Chorister thing? That's nutty. The only thing I've ever countered with it that was a triggered ability was a Prowess trigger, which just happened because they had cast a non-creature spell and they had a Prowess creature. It's just too good to be true. Well, I'm in such a good mood right now. Life is good. Okay, that is not okay. Crypt Lurker, no! Don't do it! Do you want to sacrifice your 3/2? You get a 1/1. I know they have Grasp, so Brash Taunter's not just game over. Sublime Epiphany feels unbeatable. It's like the best rare in the set a lot of the time, I think. Okay, they decided to sack it. We'll attack them because we cannot block them. We're not going to double block that. They can trade if they want. Oh, that is so good for me. It's so good, Chad. It's so good. So good. So good. I'd be inclined to battle rattle, to believe in furious rise, brash taunter, with success and training. Oh, oh, oh. I'm just gonna go for replicator into replicator. That way I'll get an extra 4/4 out of the deal. Replicator does count itself after all. And that might bait out their Grasp of Darkness. I'll attack. I'm okay with this trade because it just gives them less fodder to like have die with my twin blade. They were twin blade assassin. Ugh. I'm trying to bait out a Grasp. Bummer. I do get wrecked by Grasp here. I think they would have used it, though. The reason I traded there is because a 6/5 is going to be really irritating, and I may have 2-for-1 myself there, but they were going to draw an extra card anyway, so like I saved myself 6 damage and they 2-for-1. The draft is going excellently. Huh. Wrecked. Feels bad, man. Twin Blade Ambushers is a good reason to be black-green. Look, they have a pretty good deck. Lowest powered creature. Putting Success and Training on this would have probably been better. Because if to play around Grasp, because that makes it so much nicer for pumping reasons. No pump to draw, because I want to pump to trade. Bummer. I think we lose this one. Twin Blade Assassin plus removal is hard to beat. Oh no. Yep, game. Yikers. Okay, so They have a lot of removal. Cur does not line up well with a lot of their stuff, so we're going to side out the Curs for a Truffle Snout, a Ogre, and a maybe Sabertooth Mauler, maybe just Fungal Rebirth. Fungal for Taunter might be useful. Yeah, that's true. And Fungal also works well against all their removal spells. I want to see the version of their deck that I saw game 1 that played like a bunch of non-bow cards. Oh. You gotta keep your creature count high, because otherwise you just get owned by the removal deck. I also want to have as many 4-powered creatures from my Furious Rises that I can. Huh. Yeah. I think Fungal was a little bit too clunky and slow and just not the best. I'd rather just have like solid creatures that work on their own. What am I most afraid of from their deck? Pretty much Twin Blade Assassins. I don't have good ways to answer it. I don't have a Hunter's Mark or whatever that one's called. How can I never remember that card's name? But yeah, hopefully I can get my Furious Rises going, because that'll give me a card advantage that I need. Okay, we will play first, and this is a pretty solid hand. We don't have a green mana, but we'll find one relatively soon, I think. We have... Once we find our first green mana, we're kind of set on green mana. We have like 4 draw steps to find it as well. I wonder what their things do if you click on them in this map. Sometimes if you click on stuff enough times, it'll do something cool. Huh. Okay, they were just deciding what to get rid of. This hand is weak if we don't draw a forest. Booyah. Just in time to enable our optimal curve out here. Oh yes. I'm gonna put a counter on the Immolator, because that way I can kill the Sentinel whenever I want. And when I play my Setessan training, I'll be able to do good things. Oh, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. We're gonna see if they trade this on their own. Yes, they do. Okay. That way we get an extra point of damage. Well, that thing does not look good against Scorching. Yep. Yeah, that's why I was saving the Cetizen training and why I put the counter on the Immolator. Well, I put the counter on the Immolator partly for that reason. Also, I kind of want to diversify my threats so I could have multiple 4-powered creatures. The non-bow with Scorching and Sabertooth Mauler, the classic. We're drawing 3 cards a turn, and we have set up for it, so I don't think we can lose. Okay. They go to 1. Turns out I was wrong. I am glad you have seen the light, Chris S. Oh my gosh. Boom! Let's go. Furious Rise carrying us. Unreal. I'll see you folks in the finals. Welcome. We are going to keep. We just need to draw a forest again. Beautiful. Oh, they chose Ikoria. Interesting, interesting. We are going with the old school Rise of the Eldrazi lands. Wouldn't it be nice? We're just going to play our 2-drop. We'll save our Dragonfire for something a little bit scarier than a Magmut. Yeah, trading would have given them treasures. I'm surprised they didn't attack. I wasn't going to block. I'm playing this. Next turn, I can go for Cetizen training on Immolator and then sack it to kill the Gadrak if I really need to. If they're tapped out and it looks safe. I didn't play against any blue decks with my Spore Web Weaver. I didn't want to go for it when the coast wasn't clear. I think if they had a shock, they would have killed my Battle Rattle, though. Just gonna go for the inefficient spell here. Hit them for 5. If they want a double block, I'm okay with that for sure. What? Okay. Yeah, this is the downside of playing best of 3. I think our opponent's just new to the game. They just don't really know what's going on, which is a bummer for sure, but they are a bit mana screwed, which could be a factor, but I think they just don't really know what's going on in the game as well. We're just gonna buff up this thing. Oh dear. Yep. I don't think we really want to change anything. They have Gadrak, that doesn't really change much. I'm pretty happy with this configuration. The Curs don't really look well do well against Magmuts, but neither does Onake Ogre. Yeah, Arsonist can trade with a Magmut, but I just don't love it still. Oh yeah, I always keep forgetting, yeah. We're gonna keep this hand. You can't get overconfident though. That's one of the keys. Gotta stay like focused, playing well. Gonna put a counter on our Pride Malkin. Forest would be nice. No, it's not that. It's mostly that, like, the way they, like, blocked and stuff didn't really make sense. This is good, because now if they do have something to make this so that these don't trade, I can just kill the Maze Mind Tome. And otherwise, I'll just go for the kill on the Maze Mind Tome. And otherwise, I'll just go for the trade here. I'm gonna trade. I have the Brash Taunter that can just do, like, crazy things. Put the thing on the Igneous Cur so that I can trade with their stuff a little bit. Igneous Cur is really bad, I think. Every time I've played it, I've been really unhappy with it. They're just scrying with their book, which isn't great. I mean, I cast my stuff pre-combat all the time, but I'm mostly thinking about their block with the Magmut and stuff. But... Igneous Cur I'm unhappy with. I was hoping to save this to put on my Brash Taunter, but it's looking like it's unavoidable here. I'm not just going to take a turn off. Then if they kill my Igneous Cur, I take 6 damage. Are they really going to scry again? Oh my gosh, what the heck? It's important to make sure we're understanding, because we were all new once. Just gonna play this guy. Red-green can't deal with that, other than with Soul Seer. I have my turn to slide to kill the Mauler. Next turn. Or I can go training this up, fight the Battle Rattle. I'm probably just gonna kill this. You Igneous Cur! Igneous isn't really an insulting word, though. If you just cut out Igneous, calling someone a cur is an actual insult. You cur! I think cur is another word for like saying like mongrel. You mongrel! He's a mongrel! This could have been so much better. They just drawn the cards. Please don't attack me, opponent. Please don't attack me. I have an indestructible creature. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna kill that. Don't want to take any chances here. Gadrak. Kerr is going to be okay here with Furious Rise, but not even then it's not great. Okay. Why didn't they put the counter on it? Oh, shoot. For some reason I thought that cost only 2 mana. Whoops. I'm just gonna draw an extra card. Yay! Yeah, I don't think I ever want to put Kerr in my deck again. It's just so bad. Oh, gosh. Jeez Louise. Another Kerr. It's haunting me. I can wait till after the trigger resolves. I just want to end this game. Just want it to be over. Oh, wow. Okay. It's funny because I can pump these as many times as I want and it'll make this cost that much less, which is hilarious. Dang. Yay, we got the win. Whew. Oh, Salvo the Taunter. That would be funny. Well, that was not the most satisfying final round, but we did get the 3-0. So if you did make it all the way to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave a hashtag training replicator, because that was a key part of the deck. Or yeah, training replicator is a good one. Because that was kind of the key to winning the games. Volcanic Salvo never really showed up. It was the literal bottom card of our deck that one time. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this draft. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment with any questions or feedback. Check out the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas, the Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, the Discord server linked in the description and pinned comment. And yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.